Alright guys, how yous doing, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 7 for another episode of Pandafied. So today's car is a returning car from Forza Motorsport 4, the Honda Prelude Type SH. Now in terms of the drivetrains, we obviously have the stock one, we have a 3.7 litre V6, a 1.6 litre inline-4 turbo rally, and the big 3 litre V8 racing engine. Now, I am going to be sticking with the stock one. Now, in terms of the drivetrain, it is already rear-wheel drive, that is what we want for drifting, and for the aspiration, I think we're going to be slapping a little single turbo onto it. So onto the body parts, starting off with the front bumper, and this thing does have quite a fair bit of customization parts, which is only to be expected from Japanese cars. Now that one looks a little bit ugly, I'm not a fan of the Mugen bumper. I think we'll be going for the Caminere, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? The Caminere bumper makes it look a little bit more sporty. So the rear wing, we have got the stock one right here, which is meh, it's not the best. We've got the Caminere, which is kind of like a flat sort of drag looking one. We've got the Mugen spoiler, which kind of reminds me of an R33, the Forza one, and an HPD, which is basically removing the thing, which doesn't look too bad, but I think in this case we're going to be going for the R33 wing. So the rear bumper, we have two choices. It is the Caminere one right here, which doesn't look too bad, and we've got the Mugen, which is pretty damn ugly in my opinion, and kind of racer looking, I'm not gonna lie, but this one, pretty subtle. It's not too over the top compared to the normal one, just adds a little bit more aggression to the rear end. And there is an option for a side skirt, which doesn't look that good. I mean, Caminere is pretty nice for the rear and the front, but for the side, no, so we're going to be keeping that stock. And for the bonnet or the hood, if you're in America, it's pure carbon. I mean, it looks relatively okay, but we're going to be keeping it nice and clean. So in terms of the tyres, we're going to go for some street compound and making it as fat as possible. 235s in the front, I was going to call it 233s. 235s in the front, and I'm expecting roughly the same in the rear. Yep, 235s in the rear as well. Not the fattest tyre, it's actually pretty damn skinny for a drift tyre. But onto the rims. Now I know what you might be thinking, grabbish rims on a Honda. I think it kind of suits it though, man. Do you not think? Like, it definitely has the same sort of bulkiness as the squarish looks as the car. I think it suits it pretty damn nicely. Right, so it's currently sitting on 16 inches, but I think we'll bump up a little bit to 17s. Not fully to 18 or 19s, I think it'll look a little bit too stupid then. And we'll do the exact same in the back. So in the last video I asked, do you want me to keep the drivetrain section in the video, because I always fit race parts to the cars, and a lot of you responded, just take it out. So that is what I've done, and what I will be doing for the future. So onto the handling, let's beef up the brakes a little bit. We're going to need that, definitely. 1,950 credits for that. Now the suspension is pretty much a fucking monster truck right now, as you can see, so we need to lower it pretty damn well. We're going to need to do it in the ride height settings as well, because we've still got a fair bit of a gap. But I must admit, it is coming nicely. It is coming together nicely, man. Put some front anti-roll bars on, yes please. Now the one thing that's kind of annoying me about Forza Motorsport 7 is that they've not got the same sort of basket system as Horizon 3. I think it was Alex from Fail Race which was mentioning this as well in his building series. And I have to agree with them, because it kind of takes up a little bit more time when you are building the car. It's pretty damn annoying, but fingers crossed in Forza Motorsport 8 it does away with this sort of style and actually adds the basket in, because it just makes it so much easier, man. It really does. So onto the engine, we're definitely going to need a bit more power from this thing. We've got the 291 horsepower from it already. We've already slapped a turbocharger onto it. Now, maybe we should make this thing, I'm thinking around about 500 horsepower for this. Don't want to go too overboard, as I mentioned in the previous video. By the way, if you haven't seen that already, the playlist is always linked down in the description below. Same with the Driven and Drifted series, so you can catch up on them if you have missed them. Right, what are these camshafts going to do in terms of power? That takes us up to 477 horsepower. Okie dokie then. We might be just pipping it at 500 here. 502. Will we go 520? How about 520? We'll put a flywheel on it right here. Let's see, I'm just praying that this thing is going to be quite lightweight. It's 2,513. It's relatively okay in terms of the weight, so we should be okay for that. What are we going to get? 521. Yeah, why not? We'll go for some sport pistons right here. And that is going to about do it for the actual power and all the handling upgrades for the Honda Prelude. Right, I must admit, I am an absolute idiot because I didn't realise at the start of the build, you've probably seen the text on the screen saying that I would change the drivetrain after this. I didn't realise it was still front wheel drive and we have no rear wheel drive option. So this is going to be fun, an all-wheel drive Prelude. Okay, this is going to be a bit weird. Righty then, so in terms of the tuning, I have put the PSI up to 33, both front and rear. Also, the suspension has been lowered all the way down, and the differential, we're going to need to actually tweak a little second, so we're going to need to put basically 100% of the power to the rear if we're going to stand a chance to drift. So as I'm sure you've seen there, I have already done a little bit of finishing touches to the car. We have made it pure JDM white, and it doesn't look too bad when the suspension is fully lowered in the tuning settings, but feel free to let me know what you make of the Honda Prelude in the comment section below. But right now, I'm dreading this, but let's see what it's like when we get an all-wheel drive Honda sideways. So I've decided to bring the little Honda to the new Dubai circuit. Now, I've not made a video on this yet. The last time I touched this track was in the first race, I believe, of this game. Now, I didn't touch it in the demo or anything. So yeah, it's relatively fresh to me, and I must say, the car actually looks pretty damn nice here in the sunlight. Proper nice white, and yeah, not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous to see how this is going to pan out because it's all-wheel drive, as I said. So let's see how she sounds. That sounds a little bit racerish. Disclaimer, this is not a racer. I have actually put power into it. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Anyway, let's get going. 3, 2, 1, and go. You can automatically feel that it is a little bit more rear driven. Oh yeah, oh, okay. Right, we might not need to worry. We might not need to worry as much as I did because it does feel kinda rear wheel drive, which is pretty good. Now, I have not actually drifted this track before, which is kinda bad. I should have had a little bit of practice for this video, but yet again, I'm just jumping in with you guys for the first time and see how it does. Now, me and Mr. ADHD kind of both agree this section up here is kind of a nod to Fujimi Kaido, so it just shows you that Turn 10 do acknowledge the feedback that people are giving. We do want Fujimi back, but I don't want to be one of these fucking crybabies that always say, oh, we want this back, oh, we want that back. If you don't want to bring it back, that's completely fine. I am perfectly happy with the tracks that I have got right now. It's just been nice to see it. Oh my god. Hey, for an all-wheel drive car, man, you've got to admit, look at this. Okay, that's a nice surprise. Third gear kinda dies down. We might need to change the gearing a little bit in third gear, but apart from that, that's actually a pretty smooth section, man. Oh yeah, I like your little Honda. Oh, nearly a wall tap. In the second gear, around the very, very fancy building with the waterfalls and shit. So if you haven't driven this little Honda yet, guys, then I'd highly recommend it. I mean, it kind of feels, I know this is kind of far-fetched, but the way I've got the all-wheel drive system set up, it feels like an Audi R8 in the way it produces its, well, not produces, but the way it dispenses its power. Like, the Audi R8, I believe, has a 70-30% power to range. Like, it goes 70% of the power to the rear and 30% to the front. Hence the reason why you can get that car sideways pretty damn easily. Just like this. Oh, wall tap! Look at this scenery, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, this reminds me of the road from the Lamborghini Murcielago SV review that Richard Hammond done on Top Gear. It's pretty damn similar, especially a bit with the sand over the road. Third gear seems to be pretty good when you're on the longer sweepers, but it's just the sort of hairpins up in the mountains there you need to watch out. I can't see a bloody thing! Another wall tap! Oh my god! Oh, it's a bit wide! Still going, still going, still going! Oh, it's a successful first one. Listen to that turbo whistle! It's like... It's mental. Gear. Yeah! Bloody parents in the background there. I don't know if you heard them, guys. I do apologise. It's kind of hard to record when they're about. I mean, any YouTuber that still lives with their parents probably gets me on that one. I'm actually saving up for a place for me and my partner, so yeah. Hopefully that comes quite soon, because that would be very handy in terms of getting videos done. This section is where this little Honda absolutely dominates, man. So good. Yeah, you can just tell this is like Kaido DNA in this, man. But instead of the Japanese mountains, it's the Dubai mountains. Third gear, flicking her in. And there we go. Yes, now I'm actually thinking about creating a sort of Drift Panda sticker, guys, if you want me to. I mean, I'm not the greatest in the art section of this game, so if any of you guys are really, really good, like, art people in the Forza scene, then I'd love for you to, like, get in contact with us, like, via the comments or Facebook, and I could tell you, like, what it would be involving, like what sort of thing I would love for a sticker, because I put that on the storefront, and then if you guys are like running in a drift team, or if you're just like want to show off your car, you could have that on there, just kind of like Salamandrian inspired. That'd be really cool, because obviously other YouTubers have their stickers in this game. Kind of want my own, man. I do kind of want my own. I've not really had one since like Forza Horizon 2, I'd probably say the last proper one was. It's a long one, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going, big boy. Yeah. With gear this time over the sand. That was some Gymkhana shit right there. Here we go. Yes, this is just kind of like what VR would be. Really want to play a Forza in VR. I was talking about that in the M5 video. Why is it we always get wall taps on that bit? Oh my god, that angle. I was nearly backies for that one there. We're heading round the wrong way, guys, just for the final lap. This looks so much better going round this way, I think, in terms of the desert. You can see all the blooming towers and shit right there. That's awesome. Fourth gear. Across the sand. Okay, that's a little bit sketchy when you go over that, but currently right now when this video goes up, or on the upload date, I will be actually got 3 days off from work, and I'm going to be spending that with my partner in Glasgow. So yeah, I've not seen him in like 5 months, guys. I mean, it's kind of hard to do a long distance relationship, but when you see each other, it's just fantastic. Really, really is. Third gear, round the long sweeper. That isn't going to work. We need a rear-wheel drive car for this bit, definitely. Ooh. But he really likes Forza as well, and he's into cars too. So yeah, it's just great to have that person that likes everything the same as you, man. He likes the same sort of music as me, so yeah, big shout out to all the people in a relationship out there, definitely. And if you're not in a relationship, I hope you get in one soon, man. I really, really hope you do. The right person will be out there for you. I mean, this is meant to be a fucking car build, and we're talking about relationships here. That's what you expect on this channel, that's what's different. Anyway, here comes Knockoff Fujimi. That's what I'm going to call it. Knockoff Kaido. Ooh, get it? Or Dubai Kaido. I don't know which one. This is just... Why? Why can't they bring it back? I know I'm getting into whiny baby mode again, but... They know we want it. They know we want it. I don't want to sound like a fucking crybaby. Jesus. But, man, it's just a brilliant wee section. Brilliant wee section. I'm going to go up it again, actually, after this. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Now, if there is going to be like a track expansion for this, then it's got to be in that, isn't it? Got to be, because I think... What did they bring in Forza Motorsport 6? I cannot for the life of me remember, but I remember in Forza Motorsport 5 they brought in the Nürburgring, which should have been in the game from the start, but you never know. That's all I've got to say. So the final run in the wee Honda today, we're going to back up this bit. Oh, that angle. I'm really disappointed that we didn't get a rear-wheel drive option for this, because I've noticed that with a few cars, like some cars don't have a rear-wheel drive option, some cars don't have an all-wheel drive option. It's pretty weird. Second gear. Yeah, boy, yes! Look at this! Go on, little Honda. Me likey. I like your lots. Pretty smooth. Big surprise. Quite a big dirty surprise now though. So in conclusion then, the little Honda Prelude is actually a bucket load of fun. Now I know it's not rear wheel drive, we didn't get an option as I mentioned previously, but if you have got a liking for all wheel drive cars for drifting, then this is definitely one of the cars on the cheaper end that you should check out. I think it looks quite nice and it definitely feels proper lightweight. But let me know what you think of the Honda Prelude. Have you got one yet and what have you done to it? So if you're new around here guys, then make sure to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to keep up to date with all my future content. A wee like is always appreciated, it really does make me smile and urge me on to make more videos for you guys. But for now, have yourself a fantastic day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!